Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 71 of Da 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 Da, The Hate Napkin. Sponsored by THN Creamy Butter, bringing you the creamiest butter since earlier this year. Also, sponsored by Anchor FM. Hey, if there's something you hate, why don't you just send a voicemail to anchor.fm/hate napkin? Or you could send us an email to info@thehatenapkin.com. Okay, we're also joined by our special guest, Carla from
Burnt Korn, Alabama, and I'm in a significantly better mood than Eric.
That's right. She's not filled with nearly as much self-loathing and depression and ennui as I am. Yuck, yuck. Okay, also joined by our sound engineer, Tie Your Own Laces. Oh, wait, Pauly from Bali, joining us from
Thailand today.
Thailand, joining us to Thailand, where he's walking the neighbor's dog, which has a totally different meaning over in Southeast Asia. So today, in our more subdued version of the Hate Napkin, where we're going to ply you with the world's greatest hate, non-political, non-government, non-religion, otherwise you get put in the penalty box. Carla is going to reach deep into my anus and produce a letter of hate from some deep into the anals of the mailbag. I don't know. Carla, take it away.
I can assure you it was nowhere near your anus, as can be demonstrated by the white paper. Dear professional haters, I have a hate letter I want to send to someone I really, really hate, but I wanted to try it out on you guys since you guys seem to be the experts. It begins. Okay. Dear bitch, you never miss a chance to put someone down, to talk behind their back, to try to get a little bit of something over on them, to make yourself seem bigger in other people's eyes. You are a sniggling, small, miserable, soulless creature. You've got nothing. You don't know what it means that at last, after a life in which nearly everyone had a smile, a laugh, some comfort, a helping hand, a nice meal, physical pleasure, or a job, an opportunity, a leg up for me. If you were to ask me for the least thing, I would say with great pleasure, fuck off and die, you complete and total cunt. If I saw you in person, I would slap your vain, self-absorbed face. I might even throw you down and kick you in the ribs and the teeth. And as a survivor of violent crime and a peace advocate, it's pretty awful to say that. But you, bitch, deserve it. What do you think?
First off, I mean, just say my name, bitch. Just say Dear Paul. Okay? We need at least proper salutations here.
I did not know exactly what to say, but this is somebody who's obviously been holding this for a long time and felt the need to just get it out. And
well, they want I don't know how that person knew me so well, but
I do feel like it's missing some details.
I don't even know this person, and all I can say is I don't even know this person, and I probably had it coming.
We need more details because both Eric and I think it's written to us. So you're lacking some details in how you've been wronged. That's my only feedback.
Well,
I think
all I can say is Carly Simon is singing in the background. You're so vain, because it isn't about either one of you.
Are you sure? How do you know?
I'm pretty sure.
So who did you write the letter to?
I always thought that was about her boyfriend's penis.
I always thought it was about Warren Beatty, but who knows?
You're so vain. I thought it was you're so vain.
No. I can't take you to anywhere.
No, but listen, outside of bitch, I thought the letter was perfect to me.
Right, you don't want to start out with bitch because you want them to read the whole letter.
Yeah, I agree with that. So,
no, I'm sorry, but if I got that, I would read the whole letter.
Did you call them a clunt? Or not you? Did this person call the other person a clunt?
No, a cunt.
I kind of like, well, I kind of
Fuck
like
off and
Clint.
die. Fuck off and die, you complete and total cunt. And it was in all caps.
I kind of like, I think I would edit it to Clunt, because then that would leave the reader wondering, what the hell is a Clunt?
No, it would just make them think that you couldn't spell.
I think Clunt, I kind of like Clunt. I'm going to go with Clunt. In fact, that's a new word. I'm gonna
Did
start
the
coming up
author
with
give
Clunt.
any
I don't know.
clues to who they are?
They didn't
No.
even sign their name.
No, she didn't even sign her name. Or he.
She? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, is it?
Are we-
Carla, who did you write to?
I didn't.
I'm pretty
I
sure that
didn't.
was from Carla to
And
Pauly.
I can tell you how you know that I didn't do it. I would never withhold my hate for so long that I felt to put it in a missive. I would just, you guys know, I just tell you
You
off.
would immediately roll it up. You would write it, print it, roll it up in a piece of ham,
So
and go to their house.
my
And
take is
put it
that
on their
this is
the
a,
ham
windshield.
right up.
my take is that this is a lover's quarrel. Like this is to either another man or another woman who's with the person that they love, because it's lacking any kind of detail, but the hatred is
here's
very
the thing.
strong.
Here's why I think it's a man. Women will lay out exactly what they're pissed about, and they will go
Right.
into minute detail,
Right.
and they
Although I don't
will
know.
list their grievance. This would have been a 6-page letter if it was from a woman.
Right, and a man will just be like,
I-
oh, well, she's crazy. And then other men are like, oh, yeah, we understand. She's
I
crazy.
don't want to rule out the fact that it might be a daughter writing to her father, though.
Really?
I tend to see things through certain lenses these days. I don't know.
You seem to personalize a lot of things.
Lots of self-loathing here, all well earned. I'll just take all of the hate. I kind of feel like maybe I have a superpower. I'm just going to take all the world's hate. I've been doing it for years. I might as well just kind of declare it.
Well, listen,
I'm gonna
here,
put-
contrary.
Can I put that on my LinkedIn account? Absorbing all of the world's hate for the last 20 years.
Well, you used to absorb all of the liquor in.
Not
like,
anymore.
I'm wondering what kind of stores have gone out of business the past month in Columbia, South Carolina. They're like, the revenue's down 50%, and they don't know why. Some managers getting yelled at, like, why are there 64 cases of Mike's Hard Lemonade? Why did you order so many? They've been sitting here for a month, and they're like getting fired.
They haven't
That's
been
on-
sitting there for a month. They've been sitting there for 6 weeks.
Well, that's on you, Eric.
All right, that's a good letter.
But honestly, this person asked for your opinion as to whether or not that would be a good way to obviously cleanse themselves of their.
I hate cleansing.
Yeah.
No, listen. It's the letter is fine. In fact, any letter is fine. I think the cleansing comes in the delivery, in the mode of delivery. If you just send that as an email, you don't really get the satisfaction. You don't even know for sure that they read it. What I do is I would hire a singing telegram with balloons, as if, kind of like a celebratory. I'd slip the guy an extra 20 to be like, I know this might hurt your reputation a bit, but like, I want balloons. I want you to deliver a little white bunny, a fruit basket, candy. Make as if this is going to be the nicest thing ever, and then I want you to sing that letter out loud.
Well, I know, but you have to find something
frozen-hearted cunt bag. I hate you more than life itself. Delivered at work, preferably, or at church. Maybe during the middle of the communion service. To me, that's the only edit I have, and it's the delivery. The letter's great. Make sure that your mode of delivery is perfect, because you're only going to get this opportunity once. Because after the restraining order gets put in, you won't be able to communicate.
I guess a singing telegram is better than rolling it up and sticking it in a pipe bomb, but
You know,
Well,
about 2 years ago, this week, maybe it's three. It feels like 2 months, but maybe 2 years ago this week, my mother died. Well, before my mother died, she had her colon removed at the hospital, and I couldn't be there because I was in Southeast Asia. And so the way I sent my message was I went on, I think the site was Gig Salad, and I found a clown named Bubbles. And I messaged Bubbles and I said, my mother just had her colon removed. She's in the hospital, just had the surgery. It's very serious. Can you show up and deliver a message? And I had the clown do colon balloons. So the clown brought colon balloons. And this was, and I do have a picture of it, which I could share if you want to see.
oh, he really did it.
I really did do that. She really liked it.
This is the final episode of the Hate Napkin, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but you're right. It is all about
And
delivery.
on
The
our
message.
voyage of 71 episodes into the intrepid interstellar void of hate, where we've gone as far as hate goes. We just hit the hate wall. Clown, Bubbles
Now
the
listen.
clown, and his
No.
colon balloons.
Eric, shut up. I think I see an employment opportunity here. If there's anyone listening who either does singing telegrams or knows someone who does singing telegrams, if you know anybody who can find something that rhymes with "fuck off and die, you complete and total cunt," we have a job for you.
Fantastic. Nice PSA.
I know this is radio and I need to keep talking, but I really don't have any words.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you have to go to YouTube for that one.
You have to go to YouTube with all apologies to Anchor, Spotify, Apple. You got to go to YouTube for this episode. Okay. In fact, speaking of colon, I have something that I hate as well. Perfect segue. There's this giant billboard in Colombia, or there's a series of them all over the place. It's this some sort it's a butterfly release. So here's the thing I hate. Here's what it says: butterfly release for colon cancer. Okay. Here's my problem. It's a problem with the English language a little bit. Or we are all sorts of events all over the place, and we always say they're for something. Okay, that is a total misnomer. We are not releasing butterflies for colon cancer. What it sounds like, in celebration of colon cancer, or because we support colon cancer, we're going to release a bunch of butterflies.
Well, wouldn't it be easier to stick a caterpillar up there and wait?
And then it will become a butterfly. I don't know. Maybe the chrysalis will do it some good. All I know is every time I see butterfly release for colon cancer, I think of a bunch of people gathering and all these butterflies being released and everybody going, "Yay, colon cancer, we love you." I just think there's got to be a better phrase than for. Okay? I mean, you can't, anything for something awful, it sounds wrong.
Right, it should be butterflies against colon cancer. Butterflies.
Right, it should be butterflies. Yeah, there should be
colon cancer.
These like angry butterflies, or butterflies mock punching colons. There's got to be a better way to phrase this.
I find gerbils to be good fighters.
Well, sponsored by Coca-Cola.
By HC Piping.
Gerbils against colon cancer, sponsored by Coke bottles. And Richard Gere. Maybe Richard Gere will be the MC. Right now, there are a bunch of 14-year-olds in Wichita looking at Richard Gere Coke bottle. And boy, are they in for a surprise.
And Bubbles the clown.
Now in
Bubbles
Burnt Korn, somebody else is looking it up too.
No, in Burnt Korn, somebody's racing to the store to get a bunch of Coke bottles. And then making a second trip to PetSmart.
Oh. Okay, I see.
Oh, get out
Well,
of here!
no,
They're going to the dumpster behind the Dairy Queen.
No,
I think
there's just rats.
I don't think Burnt Korn has a PetSmart, so they probably just went to go get a jar of peanut butter and find the local stray dog. It's sort of the poor version of the Coke bottle in Journal.
There's only one place to buy peanut butter and Burnt Korn, and that's the Wiggling Pig.
The Wiggling Pig. Oh boy, that's a
Commonly
totally
known
different
as
story.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly for colorectal cancer. Can we just, next time there's an event that's really, a fundraiser to, a cure, how about butterfly release for the cure for colon cancer? I know it's a few extra words, but when you say something's for something, that tends to mean it's positive, as in it supports it. And I'm just tired of that. Just say something different. Butterflies against colon cancer. I totally get that. Everybody knows what that is. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but it bothers the shit out of me, like that dude who couldn't take it when straws get opened up by people pounding on the table. It's a small thing, but it bothers me.
I think colon cancer bothers the shit out of a lot of people.
I feel cleansed now. I've released the hate from my colon. Bubbles, I feel like I've been gifted a bunch of anal polyp balloons by Bubbles.
An anal lavage, if you will.
I've been douched. I've been hate douched.
Stop talking about buttholes. I know that, it's your life, but come on.
Hey, I've lost 36 pounds in the last 5 weeks. I can now see my butthole. Wait, that doesn't work.
You mean when you actually take your head out of your ass?
Right. I've lost enough weight now to be able to pull my head out of my ass. Thank you, Carla. Does anybody else have anything they hate that doesn't involve anuses?
Paul, your turn.
Well, it's my birthday this week, and I believe this is probably an overdone item, but it still has to be put on the napkin. But birthday cake. No one likes birthday cake. Stop sticking it in front of me. It's never good. It's always way too sweet, heavy. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Birthday cake should not be forced on people. They're forcing. First off, sugar causes colon cancer. You should not be forcing colon cancer on people. Cake for colon cancer is what it is, and I don't want colon cancer on my birthday.
Join everybody in the workroom. It's cake for Paul's colon.
But yeah, can't we come up with some other tradition and stick a candle in it?
Well, speaking of anuses, yes, I think why don't we stick 45 candles up your ass and have you try to blow them out? That would be way better.
No, I think a sweet gesture is getting like a cupcake and having one candle in it, and then you're not involving like 20 other people into a cake that they don't want.
So I would go a step further and I would put cake icing on the hate napkin. I love a nice warm cake that's just come out of the oven without icing on it. I know that's a bit Spartan, but that's how I like cake. I don't want cake that's 4 days old with icing that's as hard as, an asphalt road.
Did it ever occur to you to ask the person what their favorite cake or sweet is and prepare that for their birthday? I made a Lotus Biscoff cheesecake for a friend for their birthday because it happens to be their favorite. And it was a nice gift.
Well, this is what
That
people
is a good idea.
don't do, though, is ask.
Because they're not me.
I would eat the fuck out of some cheesecake.
What if their favorite thing? I mean, that's not a bad point. What if they're diabetic, and you plop down
Make them an
an
insulin.
85,000 calorie piece of cake in front of them?
Make them
This
an
is not
insulin
good.
cake.
Or you just say, hey, it doesn't have to be a surprise. I mean, it's your fucking birthday. It happens once a year. Hey, Bob, I noticed it's your birthday next week. What are you in the mood for? Bob's like,
Insulin.
I've always wanted a stripper to hop out of a bowl of fruit. All right, Bob.
Right, there you go.
So what do you want, Pauly?
I like the stripper coming out of the bowl of fruit. That sounds good.
Okay.
Or yeah, I would do a blueberry pie, apple pie. Let's just broaden the horizon when it comes to birthday cakes. It doesn't have to be a birthday cake. It can be a
Hold
pie.
on a second.
It can be a cheesecake. It could be something fruity and healthier than just a slab of the yellow white cake with a bunch of frosting. That shit's the worst.
Hold
Okay.
on a second. Dear
Yeah.
bitch Bubbles. Dear bitch Bubbles.
Don't
I
call
would
that.
like you to
She
go.
gave my mom a balloon in her dying days. Don't.
Typing Bubbles an email. Dear Bubbles, can you please go to Bangkok next week and jump out of a bowl of yams
Out of a
and
blueberry
passion
pie?
fruit and papayas naked to surprise my good friend Pauly. Cheers, Eric, CEO THN Media. I'll bet Bubbles will do that. Bubbles was going to jump out of a bowl of grapes next week and surprise you with a bunch of anal balloons. By the way, how do you get your colon removed? Isn't it a hole? How do you remove a hole? How do you remove a colon?
I
Can
don't
we have a
know.
webinar? What?
That's
Who's
why we
gonna
go
put-
to doctors, because they know how.
Yeah, it's not like changing the battery on your laptop. There's not like a YouTube instructional that you should follow online by someone that claims to be a doctor.
Let's
First,
just check that.
secure the patient to the bed by handcuffs.
YouTube can help you.
All you need is
They don't recommend you do it yourself, but
a candle, some balloons, and some heavy cream.
actually they're recommending a hospital, a surgical team, and really good insurance.
But what about Bubbles?
Bubbles isn't mentioned on any of these.
Oh man,
That's bullshit.
Carla,
Just get a-
Carla, do you remember blowing bubbles as a kid?
Well, of course.
I saw him the other day. He says hello.
That's so stupid. Why am I laughing?
That works.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Xanax is bringing me back to the curb. This was episode 71, season 1 of The Hate Napkin, where today we spent a lot of time discussing assholes. And the show is brought to you by two of the best ones.
Amen
This
to
show is
that.
THN for assholes.
I think
The Hate
Carla's
Napkin.
done with us today.
We want to bring about awareness to eradicate assholes. Not the physical ones, but the, ones who try to impose themselves upon you from the world. So we're going to have a butterfly release to create awareness.
Butterfly release for assholes. That would be a great band name. On that note, I love you, Carla, and I thank you for all you do for us. Pauly, happy birthday. May you celebrate with a lot of blueberries and strippers. I mean, you are in Bangkok after all. I think you can arrange that sort of thing.
How old are you this year? 25, 26?
Something like that.
That's his spouse.
46.
Wow. All
I'm
right.
old enough
And
to be
on
your
that
mom.
cheery note, you've traveled with us deeper inside the annals of hate than ever we've gone before.
And for that, I apologize.
Bye, Bubbles. Ta-da!